Hello everybody, my name is Nikhil and here is a day in my garden, and actually I am using food waste to produce something called worm castings. So come here, come here, come here. So these are worm castings. I'm not sure if these are healthy or not, uh, but according to what I read online, they are supposed to be crumbly, dark, and smell like nothing. So all of this worm casting is super nutritious for the garden. It has like in this bucket itself, it has like some quadrillion microorganisms and bacteria that's very beneficial for the plants. This worm casting bucket, I put food waste in, like grinded up food waste or just regular food waste in, and then the worms in here. Come closer, come closer, come closer, come closer. The worms in here, I put Canadian night crawlers. You can see some right there, but I put about 24 in here with some forest soil, and they eat up the food waste and produce these worm castings. I started off this project exactly on January 1st, 2024, and it's June, so that's been about 6 months, right? Yeah. And I've learned so many things along the way. I found out that 3 buckets are not required to grow worms and make compost. Only one is required. And I found out that the recipe for adding food waste to your container is put food waste and 2 parts of leaves, shredded up leaves, and that makes the worm castings very healthy and crumbly. Previously, I put only food waste for a very long time, and the worm castings or the worm poo-poo becomes very tough. I put some for my mango plants over here, and they were very tough. They almost became rock, which is very bad. But now that I added leaves over here, you can see that it's very crumbly and almost like soil. This worm castings can be mixed with water and fermented overnight, add like lots of oxygen, and this one would be like boosted for like plants. I think last time I added this worm castings to the plants, they grew like really fast because it has a bunch of nutrients and microorganisms. I sprayed them to the plant's leaves to provide a layer of protection for the stem and the leaves. Yeah, so this worm castings, it's like, this worm castings is like regular, it's like the best kind of organic fertilizer you can ever find. It's not like artificial fertilizer that has salts that will destroy the soil. This will really help the soil. And for food waste that doesn't get digested, like this beetroot or banana peels, and as well as a bunch of our other food waste, we put it in our compost bins over here. I have one compost bin here that's been running since December, and all I put is food waste and shredded leaves. Come here, come here, come here. And all you can see here is some food waste and a lot of leaves. This compost I cannot use in my soil because it has lots of food waste, but I can definitely take it. I can take it and put it as a upper layer for the soil over here. It's called mulch, and it'll add nutrients to the soil. So these 2 systems, there are a lot of holes in it for allow oxygen in compost. So these 2 systems are very powerful for my garden. I'm going to apply this worm castings right now. This can either be diluted, it can be added to the topsoil directly. I like to dilute it in water and put it to my plants. And yeah, that's what I use to fertilize my garden without using any artificial fertilizers. Thanks for watching. See y'all later.